My cheeseburger, I want to take your.
All right, we're on number 5. Everybody's phone should be up. Everybody's packet should be out. We're on number 5. All right, so I think we had a few of you guys miss us doing this last couple of days. Some of y'all been out. The instructions on this section say, write the standard form of the equation. All right, so Samara, remember, you've got to get everything into groups. So we're going to put our x squared and our 6x together, and then a box. And we'll fill the box in later. All right, next, group your y's together. And it died. All right, you guys go ahead and group your y's together with a box.
Coach, do you swear your number at the end?
So when we group our Y, this will be with.
All right, hang on, guys. Let me find my document here. Holy crap!
That work today? Oh, yeah. Every day. I work.
I lost. All right, let's try it again. All right, let's try it again. So I got x squared minus 6x, then a box. I got y squared plus 8y, then a box. Hey, what do I do with this 23 that doesn't have an x or a y? Move it over, make it a negative 23. All right, so Hunter, explain to me, how do I fill in this box right here?
You're going to take half of 6.
That's 3.
Square.
3 squared is 9. I put a plus 9 there and a plus 9 there, right?
Right.
Whatever you add on one side, you got to add on the other.
Somebody's knocking the face here. It's Luke.
Luke? All right, Samari, I know you were listening. So explain to me how I'm going to figure out what goes in this box.
You do whatever that is.
All right, watch. What's half of 8?
Oh, yeah. 4,
All right, now square 4.
2.
How you doing?
Look, I'm in no 16.
4 squared is 16. So I put a plus 16 and a plus 16. All right, so now we do this. Somebody add those 3 numbers up for me, please.
2.
2. All right, let's keep going. Now, was anybody out that hadn't seen this at all? Everybody's seen it some? Good. We can go straight now and do the shortcut. What do I bring down from this group
3.
into this parenthesis?
X
X minus half of that number is 3. So you bring down x minus 3. Same thing on the other group. Y plus what? Y plus 4. All right, so now they are asking us to find your center and find the radius. At least we don't have to graph them, right? So my center, tomorrow I just flip my sign, so that's 3 and negative 4. All right, how do we find the radius, guys? Take the square root of 2, and let's make it a decimal, because if you graphed it, you would have to have it as a decimal anyway. All right, James says 1.4. We can trust him?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, now if you guys know how to do this, we're going to do the whole page. I'm just going to do 3 of them on this side for you. Let y'all finish them up.
You're a genius, James.
All right, everybody good on 5? All right, next one, let's go to 6. Okay, how is 6 different from 5? Look, this has got to be an x squared and a y squared. You can't have 2's in front of it. So we got to go and divide by 2 all the way down. Even on the other side where the 0 is, you got to divide by 2. Now, when you divide, go ahead and put them into groups as you divide. So I got x squared, 24 divided by 2 is 12x. Then my box. All right, now let's do the y's. I'll have y squared. 8 divided by 2 is 4y. Then a box. All right, I need some help. Pat, what is 176 divided by 2?
88.
So that's a negative 88. I got to move it over, make it a positive 88. So that's how we're going to set it up. Okay, Ashlyn, explain to me, how do I fill in the box? Half of 12 is? Now square 6 is?
36.
Very good. Plus 36 and plus 36. Whatever you add on one side of the equal sign, you got to add on the other. All right, Ashley, another chance here. What do we do? Half of 4 is 2. Then square it. Plus 4 there and plus 4 there. Good. All right, Samari, finish eating breakfast. What goes in this parenthesis?
X minus 6.
Very good. What goes in the other parenthesis?
Y plus 4.
Half of 4 is 2. Add these up, that's going to be, is that 128? Is that right? All right, so Zoe, what's my center going to be now? 6 and negative 2. Remember, you got to flip the sign. How do we find out what the radius is again? Take the square root of 128 and let's make it a decimal. So square root 128 is, I got 11.3. If you graphed it, we would want it as a decimal so we would know how high to count. All right, question on 6. I'm going to show you one more, and then if y'all are good, I'm going to just let you finish this side. All right, last one I'm going to show you is 9. 9 looks a little different. It's really like the easiest one. It just looks different. All right, so anybody want to give me a guess? What's the first thing we need to do? If you had to guess.
Add like.
I say.
Yeah, I agree. Get your x squared and your y squared both on the left side. So what's going to happen with minus y squared when I move it over?
Add them.
All right, so it'll be x squared plus y squared equals 196. Write it down. Okay, remember, if it says x squared, that is the same as x plus 0 squared. Same thing on the y squared. Now, I am not making you guys write it that way. I'm letting you leave it like this as long as you know that's a 0. All right, Pat, what's my center going to be then? 0, 0. 0, 0. Radius, square root of 196 is 14. All right, y'all complete this side. I've got an answer sheet. I'll be around to check them. Everybody look at 13. Notice how 13 and 14, you don't have a place to draw a graph. You don't have to draw graphs on those. The instructions say, write an equation of each circle described. On number 13, the easiest way to start writing your equation, always look at the center first. All right, Samara, if I got the center, I can flip those signs and start writing my equation. So negative 4 turns to x plus 4 squared. Positive 3 turns to y minus 3 squared. All right, and last thing we got to do is find the number that goes on the right side of the equal sign. How did we do that Monday?
You plug in the numbers.
Good job. Hunter says you plug in the numbers. You plug negative 9 in for x right here. You plug positive 3 in for y right there. Now guys, I don't care if y'all write that down or not. All you got to do is plug it in your calculator. All right, so everybody plug it in. Let's see what you get.
25.
25. Hunter says he got 25. All you have to do is write the answer only on that problem. The answer is what is circled.
Coach, can
Good
you
job.
throw this away for me if I don't do?
Can you hit my hand? Not bad. All right, any question on 13? 14 is just like 13. Do them the same way. You don't have to graph anything. You just write the answer. All right, let's go to 14. All right, on 13, I said you always start with the center. So, Ashlyn, look at your center, and you just flip your signs on it. So, it'll be x minus root 3 squared plus, flip our sign again, it'll be y minus 4.5 squared equals. How did we find that number that it equals on 13? What did we do? Go back and look. We plugged in negative 9 and 3. They gave us the point to plug in. Well, they're not giving you the actual point this time. What are they giving you? They're saying it goes through the origin. Now, everybody knows the origin's right in the middle at 0, 0. So now plug a 0 in here. a 0 in there. Put it all in your calculator. Let's see what we get. What'd y'all get? How about 23.25? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, 13 and 14, all you have to do is write the answers. Nobody ever misses those on the test. Hardly ever. I will see this on the test. Some kids will do this. They'll write 0 minus root 3 squared, and they'll write 0 minus 4.5 squared. And they'll think that is the answer. The answer is the one with the x and y plugged in, not that. So make sure you plug in the first one. Write down the first one. All right, 15, 16, and 17. You will need to draw these. All right, everybody's got a graph on your paper. Let's read 15. The endpoints of the diameter of a circle. The diameter, remember, if this is your circle, the diameter goes all the way across. The endpoints are at over 3 up 7 and over 3 down 5. You guys plot those points on your graph, please. Plot those for me, Samara. Go over 3 up 7 and go over 3 down 5 and put your points. All right, so how is that going to help us find out where the center is? Look, if those are the endpoints, then your circle's going to look something like that. And how would you find the center looking at that?
Middle.
Just count to the middle. All right, so let's count them. I got 7 to here plus 5, so it's 12 guys from here to here. It's 12. So where would the center be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there's your center. And it doesn't matter if my circle's a little off. If it doesn't look like that's the center, it doesn't matter. So our center is at over 3 up 1. All right, and once you know where the center is, you can write your answer. All right, so Lainey, what goes in the first parenthesis?
-3.
Good. X minus 3 squared. Lainey, what goes in the second parenthesis?
Y minus 1 squared.
All right, now, on all the other problems so far, Samara, we took a point, we plugged it in, put it in our calculator. You could do the same thing on this one, guys. You could plug in 3 for X, 7 for Y, and plug it in your calculator. But on these, on the graph, there's a faster way. Instead of plugging it in, Ashland, I can just count. How far is my radius from there to there? What is 6 squared?
36.
Answer's 36. That's your answer. Now, if you plug in either one of these points, it's going to give you 36. You could go back and write it in. But it's faster just to look at the radius and square it. Okay, all 5 of these will be on your next test, by the way. All right, ready for 16. All right, 16. We got a new word on 16. I think we went over it Monday. What does that word mean? If something is tangent. If you got a circle and this line touches, that's what it means when it says tangent. All right, so tangent to the x-axis. So everybody put a dotted line on the x-axis. If you forget which one is x, it tells you on your paper which one is x. All right, it says our center is at -5 up 2. Everybody put a point right there for your center. Now, can we draw our circle just looking at that? Yeah, because we know the circle, that's the center and it touches this, right? So I know it's going to go 2 in every direction because it's got to touch that dotted line, which is 2 spaces away. So I went up 2, left 2, right 2, and down 2. Does that make sense? Everybody could do that.
How do you know when,
Go ahead.
like, yesterday we did 2 other
We're going
ones?
to do that one on the next problem.
Uh,
All right, so now look, we got our center, guys. I can go ahead and start writing my answer. X plus 5 squared plus y minus 2 squared. Now, we could plug in points or we could just count the radius. What did we say the radius is? 2. 2 squared is? So it just equals 4. Now, some kids do get mixed up on 16, 17 on the test. So we'll try to go over it several times. All right, 17.
Wait.
All right, we'll go back. Tell me when you're good.
I'm good.
All right, so on the last problem, we learned what this word means, tangent. So if we got 3 lines, it means it's going to be something like this, Samari. And your circle is going to be like on the inside, and it's got to touch all 3. Okay. So I need a dotted line at -1. Now it says x equals -1. So you go on the x-axis, find -1, and your dotted line goes through that point. All right, what else? X equals 5. A dotted line goes through that point. What else? It says x-axis, just like we did. Put a dotted line on top of the x-axis. Did we do this same exact problem yesterday? It looks
Yeah,
like.
I think so.
All right, now look. Either the circle's going to be up here touching, or it's going to be down here. Which one's it in? It says first quadrant, so it's in the top. We can get rid of the one in the bottom. All right, now, once again, you got a circle. Count to the center and count to the middle and find your center. How far is it across from dotted line to dotted line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half of 6 is 3, right? Go over 3. And then go up 3, and that should be your center right there. All right, our center is over 2, up 3. So let's write our answer now. All right, Hunter, what goes in the first parenthesis?
X minus 2 squared
All right, finish it, Hunter.
plus y minus 3 squared equals 9.
All right, where did Hunter get 9 from?
Cause 3
Yeah,
squared.
because the radius, if you count, it's 3. 3 squared is 9. All right, good. Y'all got 30 minutes to finish the packet. Y'all got the front page and the back of the front page. And y'all should know how to do it. If not, bring it up to me. I'll help you.